weekly NA thing to do is go offlane Sand King. So Mike's played this a couple of times. I've seen a game or two where he's played it. Hasn't had the best success.
Okay.
But it's certainly something that can work. Get levels fast. And the good thing is, too, you can also just sack your lane. You could, like, and that's the thing I don't see a lot about of offlane heroes, whereas in 6.83 it was huge. You would you would have an axe, like get a couple levels, head to the jungle, sack the lane. Yeah. And you could do that as a Sand King, honestly.
But the problem is that there's a support bounty hunter.
That's
so
true.
Doing AFK jungle is not the best.
Yeah,
that's
bounty
why
hunter is very good against Sand King in that regard.
Yeah, bounty hunter basically just says, oh, you want to get a last hit? Well, I'm taking half your experience. I might take the last hit from you, and I'm going to make you run around the map. He actually went boots first, so we'll see probably a lot of annoying things coming out of bounty hunter here. Man, I'm having a great day. How about you? That game actually got me so pumped.
Yeah, that game was
cool picks
great.
here. I'm just loving Dota today.
You're getting so hyped up for the rest of tonight, and the rest of tonight's just gonna be like 20-minute games, stomps everywhere. Sucks.
Maybe I'll be really lucky. Bounty does spot them out, so he sees most of the heroes top, which should mean that they can. I don't think they'll shift and start a fight or anything like that, but. Bounty's going to get spotted. BS going for the Stout Shield, the Tango Salve. I'm actually really curious to see what Sleesel builds this game. I love watching pro players pick a hero in a competitive game. And this game means a lot, obviously. Yeah. So they're obviously believe this hero is good or situationally useful. And is he going to jungle, actually? Because I guess Gyro's top 2, huh? No, who's going mid?
Relic is the mid player, the Mark of Cain, and he has
I think
he's a mid build with the 2 Tango Sheridan and an early Wraith Band. And who's he against? He's against Smash from the DK. I feel like this is a pretty good matchup. It's an okay matchup, at least for Relic, at least in my opinion.
If DK plays it right, he's not going to have any trouble here. Gyro is actually his abilities are obviously very strong, but if you stand by creeps, they're worthless. So. I don't think it's going to be too bad here for Smash. If there's like if it's like a dual lane or something, then the Dragon Knight might have trouble. But that might be a tri lane actually. Look at this. They're sitting in Viz. They might start the fight. Observer Ward goes down as well. Ooh. No, I'm sure lines. Wow, the instant sentry.
They actually see that ward too. That is a huge Observer Ward coming out that's going to get absolutely demolished.
How did they predict that? Did they see him place it? They must see him. There's the Rocket Barrage. You might actually be in trouble. One stun comes through. A couple hits from Dragon Knight.
Nice telekinesis.
Nothing will happen. Just a little damage.
Goody throws that telekinesis right onto the Dragon Knight. Can't chase any further. And Courier dies. The bounty hunter. I should have expected it. Oh no. Again, a Courier goes down early on into the game. Not today. Getting out on top here. At least early. But yeah, we'll see how this goes, man. The dual lane so far with the Rubik and the Relic Gyrocopter.
And it's a Slark versus a Sand King. Do they have detection of any kind? They actually don't. So. He didn't have the Sandstorm.
No, he burrowed.
Yeah, that does break the tether, so that's one solution. Sandstorm levels in the offlane are something that you might go more heavy than Burrow Strike, because what you need is the cooldown reduction. I only played in a pub once recently, and I don't think this is necessarily the right build, but I went 1-4-1, because when you're solo versus the melee, you can actually do Caustic Finale. He probably won't do that, because I think that build is generally not safe against good slayers.
Too aggressive.
But I think he needs extra levels of Sandstorm, because every time he gets gone on, he's got a Sandstorm mostly. And it's a long cooldown, 40, 30, 20, 10. And obviously more levels will also still help you jungle. Right? Like every time they go on him, he's got a Burrow Strike or Sandstorm. And now he doesn't have any more mana. And like, what does he do now? So I feel like he's going to have to go a bit extra Sandstorm. He's getting levels, I guess.
This is a really rough lane, because if they hit a pounce without like using Earth Spike, they could just Earth Spike out of the Sandstorm if he decides to go for that.
Yeah, that's true.
That's very difficult. Like there's so many ways to initiate onto him and so many ways to die.
I don't think he cares. He's got to be happy right now, honestly.
If he gets level 3, he could just leave and then head to the jungle. I've seen him do this before. He'll hit level 3 and then just peace out and then he'll go to the jungle. They're even stacking for him as well. They Blood Rage Derp. They do a ton of damage to Ifrit.
Oh, that's really cool, because Sky's such a good laning support. He does a lot of damage, and all Sleesel does is he just Blood Rages him, so he gets even more value. That's such a cool lane. See, they're doing it. They're abusing the abuse that is Blood Rage. He can continue last hit, but he's still going to continue last hitting, but he's still really helping out the Skywrath Mage. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I'm down for Derp to be doing even more damage to the Skywrath Mage. They stopped the pull coming out from Stinger. Nicely played there. Sleesel getting the most last hits in the game, 13. Blood Rages again. The Clarity's going to get popped. Stinger's being annoying. Actually, isn't.
He's got to wait for the invis. Yeah, he didn't want to do it right away because his invis was a long cooldown. So he did lose. He did get a bit extra mana there, but I think that was the safe play. Definitely, the Sentry does not spot the obs. The interesting stat there was that no Wisp has been picked or banned. Didn't get touched, but Wisp actually didn't have the highest win rate. His win rate at the Summit was pretty darn good, but on slightly lesser teams, I feel like Wisp is not the best hero.
Clockwork had the highest win rate, 9-1, ridiculous.
But the important part about that stat was that it was only played by Zion Universe.
Yeah, so those are two pretty good players.
it's kind of like an unfair stat.
Yeah,
so,
small sample size. Yeah, agreed.
And Bounty Hunter doing the thing that Bounty Hunters do well, which is mess with heroes that normally get greed advantages in the jungle. Ooh, spots the courier. Not going to be able to kill
He's not going to get it, yeah.
But he's just saying, I'm here, IX Mike. You can jungle if you want, but I'm going to sap half the experience, and that's a big disadvantage. Luckily, Sand King does have a lot of levels already, so losing some experience isn't the worst, but he's just going to stand around stack. And as long as Bounty's here when he kills the stack, it's a bad thing. Is Bounty going to interrupt the stack? It's better to probably interrupt both, right?
Yeah.
See what happens. Probably going to hit him. Rubik's shifting over. Yep, there's the hit on IX Mike.
He can still stack this, but
I think he will, because there's no more mana on Bounty. It actually spot him out here.
Yeah, Goody saw him for... No, did he not see him? I think he walked through the tree at the right time.
He does end up blocking it, so...
Yeah. Smart play. They do get the medium camp stack, which is nice, but still. Bounty Hunter, God, the first time I played against a Bounty Hunter as a Sand King was the most annoying experience of my life, and I can't imagine how Mike is feeling right now. It doesn't feel very good. Earth Spike mid, they're going to try to jump in. They have the Dragon Tail coming out. They're going to get this kill with the Breathe far more than likely. Relic is going to fall. First blood coming out from Smash. He has the Haste Rune. Telekinesis back, but there's not nearly enough damage for Goody, so he's so tanky. Yep.
1 point in Dragon Blood, you got 8 armor at level 5. Like, that's amazing. So that was a really nice rotation. Bounty Hunter was, being really annoying. Sand King's able to get solo experience because of it. Maybe he might be able to sap something. He is going to get some. Look at that. Now spreading. Sentry gets put down, and IX Mike should know. Oh, can he grab a neutral?
Yeah.
He does get one. So.
You get the Standard Tormentor. Burrow comes in. Stinger's low. Fade Bolt. Wow. It's not worth it. It is not worth it, Stinger. That was most certainly not worth it. A kill for our... Oh, it went to the Rubik. If it went to IX Mike, I was like, damn, that's even more farm. But
I mean, Rubik's going to be happy with that as well. And it's actually pretty even gold, I'm sure. They probably get very similar amounts of gold because the whole change to it. It's pretty evenly split now, no matter who gets it. Bloodseeker, nothing new, grabs Treads, a little bit of damage on the clock. He's, no, we do see a slow actually.
Dire's bottom tower
They're too far away. Bloodseeker did not have 6. He's only level 4, almost level 5. Tower falls down bottom. Slark, VaNn has a free lane, gets up to 1,000 gold. They're going to rotate mid, it looks like. Maybe a Rapid from Stinger. And he won't find Goody's sitting nearby, so Relic should be relatively safe. Goes for the early point and the homing missile as well. Wants to spam that out a little bit. Has level 5, 3 points Rocket Barrage. And he fall down pretty soon, and Stinger will back away, back to his side of the river.
You should definitely get at least 1 skill point. If you're playing a mid-roll, you might need to set things up, so I think that's fine. So the levels going. Clockwork's level 4, Sand King just hit 5. He's going to stacks. He's got about 900 gold. He's in a pretty good spot, I think. Bounty is level 3. Scarth Mage has almost no items, but that's because he's been buying everything for his allies. I think Rubik's going to greed out Arcane Boots or something like that.
We saw the early Blink Dagger from Fly, I think, 2 games ago. First game with Complexity Root, which, by the way, you talk about interesting picks. Offlane spin that goes Guardian Reach first. Certainly not something
Dragon Knight initiate on mid. The cooldown actually completely misses him. Really nice play by Smash there. That actually kept him alive. Did you catch that?
Yeah.
He moved from right here and he ran this way and he barely skirted the edge of the cooldown. That's so much damage actually. That's 350 magic damage that he avoided. Not to mention the slows, and he would have gotten the kill otherwise probably. A little bit of harass here now on Relic. He just predicted where the cooldown goes. Tower's going to take a lot of damage, and this is looking good game going on top after trying to get the throw off on Sleesel, but Sleesel runs away.
Fast.
And he'll be 6 very soon.
Rocket Barrage and right click being exchanged between Smash and Mark, and Relic is going to back away. And they wanted to do some damage to that North Tower mid. Smash stunned a little bit. So he's putting some pressure onto that tower, trying to get it down. Whittle it down low as a DK wants to do so often. And he'll put pressure. It's only a little bit missing HP. Relic is sitting at 20 last hits exactly. 31, he's actually doing better than Smash in terms of CS, but not by much. Still a good lane, and obviously level 6 is your bread and butter for DK. Now that he has it, he might be able to get a bit more out of the lane, especially if he rotates too. Maybe power kills, things of that nature.
There's a lot of last hits coming out for both Bloodseeker and Slark, though. They're both last hitting very, very well. What does Slark get? Is this a
Blink?
Do you Midas? Blink's pretty good versus Bloodseeker, I guess, but there's just so many stuns that feel like it's a little dangerous. If you go in, like, yeah, you can initiate each person, but it's still dangerous. I wonder if you can just keep first clocking slow. There's a lift with the Rupture. A little bit of bonus damage there.
You're going to try to
TP. Ooh.
That TP felt pretty long for some reason. I don't know why, but he does go down.
So you move... How far do you get to move people with telekinesis? What's the distance? Probably like 300 units or something.
Yeah.
So it's like a bonus 20% of that damage. So you get like a bonus 60 pure damage. It's okay.
It didn't do as much as I think they were anticipating. He got dropped and he's like, eh.
Yeah, I mean, it'll be more as go up. But level 1 Rupture is very low damage for the movement. It's like, for 4 staff, it's like 120 here or something. It's pretty bad.
My inherent problem with the Bounty Hunter, the support that Not Today have, is levels are kind of hard to come by.
Yeah, he hasn't really been able to do as much as we've seen some other bounties in the past do.
Yeah.
He didn't set the experience. It is a blink dagger. They're going to go on the Slark, and there's a Shrike, an easy kill. That's the big pickup, but he actually is still not getting that much experience. Rubik was not the highest level, just a level 4. It's good that it's moving around the map, though, and they definitely do need to pressure. They get the mid tower, they've got the bot tower, 0.07 seconds. That was not X Mike actually. It's the radiant.
I was gonna say mob type, buddy.
We know. We just saw X Mike go crazy on a clockwork, but
it is for it. That's all right.
Sky's been doing a great job pulling actually. He did sacrifice himself a lot by zoning at first, which is really coming to play. Clockwork is now heading level 5. We have the first step. So, happy to point it out. Some good experience happen here. At least Bounty's still only 3. He really is going to need to hit 6 here soon. So, today's lineup's really solid. They have a lot of good pushing heroes that can take towers, and then that's going to transition into a lot of ganks.
I'm not sure if you touched on this already, but I really enjoy the fact that line gets flowing to the bottom as the Slark is moving around, like you mentioned. Because the Slark is moving around, line get up to 1,000 gold, and that means a fast blink dagger. Yeah, it's huge, and that early blink dagger makes or breaks line games from time to time. And you know, we haven't even talked about Mike, Mike who has his blink dagger now, but
I feel like line can't just read the blink straight. There were some teams that did that in the last match. They're going on top, jumping on Cecil, he's gonna drop his blood, and maybe his ultimate is well, but he will fall here. This is the counter. Was he now moving? He almost gets a kill. But he moves now and now facing after Slark, but Slark doesn't have his ultimate yet. They've got to keep doing damage. There's the leap to go into the trees. He should be okay, and I think that's how that Instant King kills Bounty Hunter.
Bounty Hunter's off to the backside, get obliterated by the Monk. We just know his blink dagger flying out just yet. Now he gets there. VaNn still in the tree line. Derp pings him out. Bounces. He's in trouble. Raj gonna go. Dark Pack does nothing. They get an easy kill. 3-for-1 trade, and you get the huge kill on the Slark in the process. Worth it for Wheel.
He really shouldn't have died there. That was not okay. He like pounced out and then made a mispounce and really got killed. And he had a blink. All he had to do was wait like 15 seconds more to get a TP out, and he wouldn't have died. That was such a big mistake. I mean, they grab a great kill on the Bloodseeker. Bloodseeker's not able to snowball. I mean, he's what, 0-1 and 2. He's got a belt of giant swing. Like, BS hasn't even ganked yet. That's maybe one of the weird things about the strategy. Yeah, he synergized really well with the Skywrath for the zoning, but now he's just got, like, what does he do? Does he do ganks with allies to make use of Rupture?
Does he farm? Dagger. I think with the blink on Mike, maybe that's the go point for Wheel. I'm not sure.
Well, it looks like they're smoke here or something. They're grouping up a bit.
Yeah. Good. They had it on them. Like, let's go. Relic's like, there's somebody in our jungle. There's Stinger. They see him blink, goes through. They have Burrow. They have the Sentry. Stinger in trouble. Now the Wreck Raj should come through, but he's avoiding most of the damage. Just comes out. They finally get the kill, and they even get the war countered as well. Nicely played.
That's actually something to think about for a Bounty Hunter there. Should he have put that Silver Ward down? Because they're going to be looking for him being there. You'd almost have to board somebody really weird to get away from this. Stun on Smash, catching him with the Rupture. He's got a TP, so only a way to live. The ultimate, too much damage comes through. Smash goes down. That's the counter to Dragman, man. Magic damage. It's really good at beating him. Team is magic damage. Weak hookshot comes in, gonna grab Rubik. He's got the lift though, which should keep him alive. Most likely, but the follow-up comes through. Dark Pack cleans up the Rubik, and he's not even gonna pounce for that.
To fight now, maybe Mike is actually out of mana. He can't blink forward and Burrow. He could blink, but no Burrow coming through after. You're right, Dragonite does get blown up. That actually did so much damage to the Blood Right coming through. VaNn jumping on Derp. He should fall here the last couple of right clicks. Trying to juke and jive. Does have a stick. He does use a concussive shot. Will he die? Here's the question. He's got to dive into the tree line, and I mean, there's no TP support to help out, so Derp is just going to waste their time. Nice juke, but then walks back into the Slark. Blink, and they're going to cut the creep wave and try to deal with this tier 1 tower, which is very low top. They want to get this kill.
The Slark is paying off really hard, and that's basically because of the supports that Wheel has.
What are you doing? You just placed a ward here that got countered. Why did you place the ward here? No.
Did somebody else place it?
Yeah,
oh, that's why they didn't communicate. Line tried that ward, I believe. And
two observers now. What did he get? Cogs? No, it's not going to happen very long. Dark Pack, there's the Rupture.
This Rupture's not going to do anything.
Blood Right comes out, but they have no follow-up. Dark Pack's not there. The Dark Pack's off the sounds and then pounds his way. Rupture did a lot of damage with that pounce. Rupture duration is very long now.
Yeah.
I will say that much.
If the fight's in... Wow, this Slark's playing so well. Except for that one death. he's playing extremely well. With just a Blink Dagger and a Wand and a Bottle, he's up to 5 kills and 1 death. That's far more than what Bloodseeker was able to accomplish so far with pretty much equal farm. And because of all those kills now, he's got a Midas, and it's only at 13 minutes, so it's still pretty decent. And he is going to be a harder carry than Bloodseeker, and definitely a lot more annoying. Like, Bloodseeker can't just be like, I'm going to be invisible for 2 seconds. You know, if he gets caught, you're like, you're committed as a Bloodseeker. You're like, okay, I guess I have to do something. Time to fight. And Blink is up on line now. That was really good greed out of the line to be able to grab this early.
Yeah.
It's looking like a really good not today game. I like the Bloodseeker idea at first, but they weren't able to transition into any kills with it. It's hard for them to kill people with it. Like, Slark is very difficult. He needs like 2 other heroes to make it work. Bounty Hunter breaks his smoke. Can they catch him?
Dust.
There's the dust.
Did it connect? It did. They have just the tail end of it. They
they
find him. They pick him out. They need to use the burrow, and they're going to. And
all right, now he's dead.
Stinger is just never getting 6 ever. I don't think he cares as long as his team is ahead, which they clearly are. But
yeah, but I mean, he does still cost them some things by them being here. Dust is what, 80 gold.
Yeah.
Or 90 gold, sorry. They put a sentry ward down. They're kind of having to move together a lot because they're worried about just dying. They are going to go on mid. Blink coming in with the Rupture, and maybe need the Blood or something. It's a little late for it. Oh, he's actually turning things around. He gets blown up completely. Needed more damage than that. Smash taking the Skywrath ultimate as well, but still doing damage. Hookshot comes in. Gonna grab Skywrath. That should be his death. Maybe, unless Rubik is going to get him. No. Clockwork getting really low. There's the bolt coming in. They clean up, turning things around. Looking really good for Not Today. Bounty Hunter trying to stay alive. He is going to die in the last black shot, though. And a couple more hits on Gyro should be his death. 5 dead heroes on wheel. And Not Today win the fight pretty convincingly. Big mistakes there was that they got a little too greedy on the Dragon Knight. They didn't have a stun on Sand King. All he had left was mana for his ultimate, and it wasn't quite close enough. And Smash's HP was just a bit too high. Look, he's got Drum, he's got Ogre Club, he's got extra levels of Dragon Blood here. Yeah, sure, he doesn't have a lot of magic resistance, but if they can't put all of the nukes on him right at the start of the fight to burst him down in that first 2 seconds, they're not going to get him, and they have good positioning.
That's where Mike is like, I don't have mana for Burrow, guys. I'm sorry. I can't stun, can't set up the Mystic Flare. They got it off in the end, but that was a really great turn from Not Today. The Dragon Knight came in, and then the huge hook shot from Ifrit. The Clockwork players bring out the best in their teams. Ifrit not quite the score that I expected in the last game. They're doing such good work here in the second game. Smash is going to have to be ED pretty soon. And then all that magic damage that we talked about is going to go by the wayside. It's not going to matter.
Yeah. He's
just going to be able to just tank up. No one's going to right-click him down. The Gyrocopter doesn't have nearly enough damage. In fact, he's going to be going for Tread's Drum and an Ogre Club into BKB, probably. SNY for Bloodseeker, still not that much damage, even with Blood Rage, which is only level 1. So there's a long way to go before they can take down not only VaNn, but the Bloodseeker, or rather the Dragon Knight as well.
Well, maybe he could make the Invis item, the Silver Edge.
Oh, yeah.
I think it's okay this game. I guess they have a Bounty Hunter, so I guess it's kind of bad.
Dragon Blood.
But yeah, can stop Dragon Blood for a bit of time. Well, it's like 12 armor. That's actually pretty big. It's like a medallion. If you think about it, it's an expensive medallion. I think it's probably safer just to go S and Y though. But obviously S and Y doesn't stop cogs from killing you or anything like that. But man, the farm on VaNn is just so high. 7-1-1 here.
God, 8,700. He just bought this Midas. Line gets the ward off, blinks out, Burrow Strike. Mike finally finds it. Says we'll pick up this kill, Arcane Bolt, and actually it's Derp with the Arcane Bolt that secures it. Oh, Mike. Okay, I thought I just heard an Epicenter get channeled, and I'm like, no, don't do that. Oh my God.
That would be bad. It's going to be Solar, I'm thinking. I think this is a good option here. It is going to be pretty long duration team fights. When you have a lot of movement speed heroes, usually you're going to be moving in and out of fights a lot. So I think the soaring is definitely something he needed in the last fight. I think Tranquil's on Sand King is a pretty good option. The movement speed is great. The armor is definitely good because you usually buy a lot of HP items, so I think soaring is fine here.
They're pushing in. They're at a deficit. Track is now up for Stinger. This is a very dangerous fight. Look at the flank coming through. There is this Observer ward, so VaNn is spotted out. He knows. He had the Shadow Dance. The passive is now down. They know exactly where that ward is.
Shot comes in.
Shot comes in from Ifrit. We're on Blood Right. Big free fire. He actually gets out of the cooldown, rather out of the cog, but still pushed up, dies on the other side. And the cogs was stolen by Immortal, but he is going to fall. It looks like in the DK. VaNn comes in, zones out. Everybody else gets burrowed as he's trying to TP, but can they kill him? Arcane Bolt comes to the Ancient Seal. He's ruptured, right-clicked, and he is going to fall. Now there's going to be the Shuriken toss in the track. Zero's so low for Relic, but he's going to stay alive with 56 HP. Smash going for big throw with the soaring that just came out. Smash is going to fall as well. Finally, we'll get a good fight, and that is huge.
They're so low. Just like that top fight in the last game, they just barely win things. The Rubik made a bit of a mistake with the telekinesis. He moved the Clockwork out, and that delayed his death, but the rest of the team just outplaying a little bit. And once DK is solo, Rocket Barrage eats him alive. just so much damage. What, 23, 10 rockets times 3. It's like 600 magic damage or something crazy like that.
Yep.
That's so much. Every 5.5 seconds. That is the solution towards Dragonet. But he should have BKB very soon. Once he gets that, things get a little scarier. But his teammates just weren't able to really follow up with damage. That's one of their lackings as a team. I mean, Lion obviously has disables, but it's pretty much 2, maybe 3 disables per team fight. The Hex cooldown is very long, so he doesn't have as much utility as what Wheel does. They've got Telekinesis every 22. They've got Skywrath abilities. They've got Sand King Burrow Strikes every 11 seconds, plus extra disables from Gyro and Bloodseeker. Like as the team fight goes on, if it's like a medium-length team fight, Wheel has a big advantage here as long as they don't get picked off.
I feel like if you go longer to team fight with Essence Shift and tankiness, you steal so many stacks. You get so much agility coming out from that, and then you start really getting damage. I think that's where, besides early on in the game where his nuke damage thrives, I think this game, later on down the road, is going to be very important, especially against the Bloodseeker and Gyrocopter. So,
yeah, I agree with that. It's basically left the Slark in this game for not today. I feel.
Mike shot comes in. There's the finger. Easy cleanup. There's going to be Silence coming out. Rupture as well. Ifrit might be the counter kill here. Mystic Flare. Last right click, they get it done. Just barely. That TP time, not quite enough. And Derp actually secures that kill. So, off-laner for an off-laner. Nice trade. But I think any trade at this point, if you get a track off, then it's for not today. But if it's even, it's definitely going to favor Wheel because they are far down here. Yeah,
and Wheel's actually way ahead here. Arcanes have been purchased on Bunny. 16 is 45, 6.8 for matches, only 6 Arcanes all-time prior. Yeah, Arcane's got moderately buffed, I would say, like bigger mana over time. 900 gold versus the Soul Ring. The problem with Soul Ring is that you kind of have to get the Tranquils as well. So it's buying both Tranquils and the Soul Ring now is far more expensive than Arcanes.
Yeah.
So and we saw a lot of Arcanes by FY at the Summit 3, which is probably where most of this trend came from. At least that was the first place I saw it.
Yeah.
So Arcane's a little bit more popular here. And most importantly, he's just trying to move around and get experience and spot where his opponents are.
So how much of an impact has Stinger had on this game early on? Like we talked about leeching some experience to jump with. He made a couple of mistakes, but it feels like he hasn't really been that impactful so far.
Snake the Courier. He ganked once or twice. I feel like he's underperformed a little bit, but not majorly. He got spotted a couple times. He got killed a couple times. I feel like he's doing okay. I would say a little underperforming, but not that bad. And you have to remember that it's a lot better than his KDA looks like, and he is going to get blown up here. That's a dead hero.
Ancient Seal. Yeah,
and they stole Invis, so pretty good steal there by Rubik. Obviously, it's not Track, but
he wants Track so bad.
Yeah, Track is really good to steal. Basically makes your hero. It's like, would I rather have Rubik with Track or a Bounty Hunter? I would definitely rather have a Rubik with Track. That's for sure.
Yep.
Much stronger basic skills, basically. And Bloodseeker Sanj, she's got Aqua and should be an SY finish. You know, Burrow Strike, not catching anybody.
And they have an idea that Misko is up here, but they're not going to find him. Backside, VaNn is going to chase down by Goody, but there's nobody ready there for an engagement.
They might spot the Clockwork. No, they're not going to.
Yeah, Goody's not going to walk out in time. Ping comes in, TP's top, VaNn in an okay position. Derp actually almost saw Misko there. Team fight looking like it might break out. VaNn might get it by. Track is up. You can see on the backside Mike is there. They don't have the vision though. They do just see the Sand King for now. Mike looking to jump in, but they're going to go through with VaNn. Now the blink out first, like going on to one. You can see Mike Sandstorm's up there. Due to the blood right. Cooldown not used just yet. They lose one, but they will buy back. And then the cooldown comes in. Ifrit, Mystic Flare is avoided. Ifrit will survive. Derp getting those smash, gets that Dragon Tail. That long duration stun keeps him in place. Derp trying to kill Ifrit. He will get the kill. That shouldn't have happened, but it does. Now it's 2-for-2 trade with the buyback coming in from the line, who's finally back in the fray. And they shouldn't have everybody else vacate the premises from Wheel. They're going to look right for Goody, who is Shadowwalk. Does his pop? Oh no, they throw the sentry down and he walks the other way. Smoke was used coming out from Not Today, and they smoke right on top of another hero. Does nothing. That's unfortunate.
Well, I think that was an okay buyback there for Line. I mean, they got a gold advantage. They did lose Clock, obviously. It was a good positioning by him. The idea is that you can catch them if they are running away. Went all right. Are they going to swap the Rubik?
He's still on vid with Shadowwalk.
Oh wait, Slark's the enemy team. Probably won't break this, but there might be a timer here. Oh, they're Shadowwalking at the same time. There's one.
They see him. Yeah, Stinger saw him. They're both Shadowwalking at the same time. They both know that they're there, but this time, Sentry is popped and Stinger does the smart thing now.
Oh, he's gonna die now. I think. Wait, why aren't they? They're not. Are they scared? Oh, are the Slark pushback comes in? That should be a dead Rubik now. Distract as well. So
big track kill coming through.
Playing dangerously, but it's gonna not work out.
That was such a weird situation. You thought that Stinger was gonna go down, but if they commit to Stinger, then they probably both die in that situation.
Yeah,
I don't know.
That was very weird. Oh, they're going to grab a kill on Smash. Maybe they drop the epicenter, but BKB is used, and now they're just right-clicking and Smash, but his armor's so high that they just give up. Ice Mug gets caught just barely. Slark leaps on in.
That was a sick pounce from the high ground, too. And the Free Fire, of course, coming in at the same time. Mike falls. Good BKB usage from Smash, and like you said, it stops them from aggressing any further onto the Dragon Knight. He'll stay alive for the time being at 2K in terms of gold. Smash is going to push right down into this tier 2 tower, which is very low. He's going to get picked up here. They can a little bit,
but for the Scarlet Mage, he's going to die. Great kill for Slark.
He just died for the tier 3 tower. Blood Right's going to go. Doesn't connect. That wind-up time for that Blood Right just takes too long. Spell was stolen.
Oh, track.
Got the track. He got it. The dream.
So things get a little scary. That was such a big kill for Slark. That was very, very high-skilled gank attempt there. Just going way past the tower. Skyreth is the easy pick-off. Skyreth went for a force. And Skyreth's having a really good game, but as soon as the pounce lands, you're dead. Like, you can't do anything to stop Skyreth. Or to stop the Slark from killing you. Unless you have one of your stunning allies there, but Mike was probably still dead, so... That's a big kill. I like this. That ward is so cool. I like this one. This ward is obviously fantastic, but it's so commonly diswarded in games. Yeah. So this one's a nice little change. I think you won't get spotted if the sentry goes high ground, and it still spots behind the tower, which is the important part. That'll give opportunities for VaNn to track or blinks from Slark.
You don't have this vision in this area, which is huge to have when you're getting juked on, when you're looking for positioning, but at the same time they have, like you said, what you want, which is behind the tower. You can push safely with reckless abandon. Not that he would care too much if anybody was there in the first place. We just saw him shoot the kill, but they'll take down the tower, get a couple of creeps in the process, and not today are looking like they are the ones with a clear advantage. They have a 7,500 net worth lead. Experience-wise, it's about 10,000 actually. They're going to take Roche with Roche, and an Aegis potentially on VaNn. Suddenly, the tier 3s become easier to breach. They have almost all the tools to work with. It's going to be kind of tough to push into a Gyrocopter, even the Sand King, a bit difficult, but I'm sure not today we're going to find a way to be able to try to get into the high ground here.
I think it's not looking too amazing for Wheel with the Bloodseeker, though. I mean, we haven't really seen Bloodseeker do a whole lot. He's 1, 2, and 9. He can't really just outplay his opponents. There's too many stuns, basically. If you have a bunch of weak, like, slowing heroes or soft disables or heroes like Coddle, then you can do really good things with Bloodseeker, but it's a little tough otherwise. They actually back up and smoke. I guess they just didn't think a ward would be there. What an interesting play. They are going to be... Oh, they actually can't because they're also smoked. This is going to be the fight. We'll see how this turns out. They've got a clock in good position. He's going to pop the hero. The burst strike comes.
Maybe Blood Right. He's going to go, but he doesn't get the finish. Blows up that room. Finger. He goes down as well. Marker Kane getting blood at it as well. Snatch the BKB pop. They can't fight into that. Mike can't get a burrow or Epi off. They'll have to back up to the tier 3 tower. Now they actually have Skyreth come in, but he's out of position. He goes down to a brief fire. Smash working on the high ground now with no buyback on Sis for 40 seconds. This should be a tier 3 tower, even with Glyph. Smash still has his Elder Dragon form for a long period of time. This should be a tier 3, man.
What an interesting move. They move into Roche. They're like, we could probably take Roche, but they're like, you know what? They're probably going to come smoke us, so instead we'll smoke and meet them outside. I love the blink on Smash as well. The BKB is the exact item he needs, and the blink allows him to also initiate and be a huge damage and stunning threat as well. So really smart plays. Not today. It looks they're in a really good advantage right now. Buyback comes from Skyreth Mage, but it's only support. Do they back and take Roche now?
I think so.
Bloodseeker is going to be alive as well. So
Roche did get low, and there's a double damage. This is definitely a Roche to take if they want it, but VaNn goes to the high ground. He's going to farm a bit of the neutrals here, and then maybe they decide to go back to the
they can, because Dragon Knight's ulti is gone, so he's a much weaker hero without this. He's got a Hyperstone picked up. I would like to see... I think this is a good Mjolnir game, honestly. There's not that many BKB heroes on Wheel. They have 3 heroes that are very weak to it, basically Sand King, Sky, and Rubik. AC is obviously very, very strong, but there's a lot of magic damage on Wheels, so I feel like the AC won't do that much. It's better to just go Mjolnir and reflect a ton of AoE magic damage.
For now, they are going to head over to Roche, and I think they did so because they saw them move up to the top jungle here. They have this ward. This is really well placed. They saw everybody move in this general direction. They go into Roche, double damage.
That's like the first time I've ever seen that ward before. It's very unlikely to be the ward unless you have a gem, so... really good spot for that.
And that gives them Roche. They dropped a gem on the deck. Stinger's going to pick it up. He also was in next, by the way. So Greed maybe next, but he was under farm for a long period of time. But the luxury of a bounty hunter with track can solve all woes.
It really does. It's like 275 gold per kill. You basically just sit there and you like throw your hand out and you're like, oh, thank you, I'll take that.
I didn't do anything, but that's fine. Smash is going to get jumped on with Roche. Blink back, but Smash is like, I don't really care. No Aegis, that's on VaNn for now. Dark packs off any real sort of aggression. It hops away, went that way.
Scotty and Slark.
And if the fight breaks out, you can be assured that he will probably win the team fight. It feels so hard for Wheel to fight into this, especially with Elder Dragon form up. They kind of have to wait for Elder Dragon form to go down or hit him and kill him while he doesn't have BKB change time if necessary. Then he jumps in, gets telekinesis, Dark backs it off. Now BKB empty center, gets going to go a hook shot in. Light, where is he? Forces back into the fray, but it's a little too much. Stinger now looks like he might fall, gets the neck off. Mark of Cain, relics the last right click, Smash is dominating, and he gets the kill. Immortal Songs, last couple of right clicks here, he'll fall to Dragon Tail. Stunned forever, more tracks coming out, and right now Wheeler is trying everything they possibly can. Blink forward, Mike still tracked up there, the triple kill by Smash. Smash SME Pastor. He played super well, but I'd say VaNn probably the MVP of this game.
Easily. Like, VaNn played, except for that one weird death, he played absolutely amazing. This game just snowballed so hard with his early Blink Dagger, picked off a lot of kills. I mean, Wheel honestly played pretty well in the early game, but they got absolutely no value from this Bloodseeker pick. They actually got nothing out of it. They got, okay, they zoned the Clockwork a bit better because they were able to Blood Rage the Skywrath Mage, but his ganking potential, like his rotations compared to what a Slark can do with a Blink Dagger, is just not even vaguely close. Maybe against crap teams or something, but like what does a Dragon Knight do when he gets ruptured? Like he just stands there. And he's like, okay, you can hit me.